All right, futures near flattish here today. S&P futures are literally flat, 0.00% change. The Dow futures are down by 0.05%, and the NASDAQ futures are down just under 0.25% at minus 2.3%. Take a look at some cues from last session. Really, there wasn't a whole lot to go on. The markets had a fairly mixed performance on Tuesday with no clear trend visible across most of the sectors or indices throughout the day. And indeed, it actually felt fairly range bound. The only key thing is that we tested that previous all-time high of 672.99 that we've been tracking for a while. We printed that as the dead intraday high yesterday and then backed off from it. So we weren't even able to take that out, at least not yet. We'll see where we are here today. Currently, SPY is currently sitting at 671.51 here in the pre-market. So we're only $1.50 away from that level. This comes amid President Trump hinting at a de-escalation in the tariff situation with India following his conversation with India Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Trump called Modi a, quote, great person and a great friend of mine over the years, end quote, while addressing the media from the Oval Office on Tuesday. Investors on Wednesday will be closely watching earnings results from several prominent businesses such as Tesla, SAP, and IBM, among several others. All of those reports come in the after hours. The 10-year Treasury bond is still holding under 4%. It yielded 3.957%, and the 2-year bond was at 3.449%. Now, we do have some stocks in focus today. As always, Tesla is absolutely going to be in focus. That was up 0.07% overnight ahead of the company's much-anticipated third-quarter results, which we get after the market close on Thursday. SAP SE, ticker SAP, the German software giant is set to release third-quarter earnings after the market closes on Wednesday. Stock is currently down 1.74% in the overnight trade, a little bit of weakness here in the morning. IBM, as mentioned as well, shares were up 0.22% in the overnight trade ahead of the company's third-quarter results after the market closes today on Wednesday. And Thermo Fisher is rallying by 2.17% in the overnight trade. That was just hours before the third quarter results came out. We've actually got those. Thermo Fisher Q3 adjusted EPS of $5.79. That beat the $5.49 estimate. And sales of $11.122 billion beat the estimate of $10.9 billion. So Thermo Fisher, ticker TMO, that's a beat on the top and the bottom line. That is bid at $5.70 here in the pre-market. Closing price was $557.99. So we're up just about $10 here on very light volume this morning. Next here is going to be AT&T. AT&T shares were up 0.23% in the pre-market ahead of the company's third quarter earnings release on Wednesday. Before the market opens, we've actually got that report. AT&T here holding at 26.26 after closing at 26.05, so it's up fractionally here. AT&T's adjusted Q3 EPS of 54 cents is in line with expectations, and sales of $30.709 billion misses the estimate of $30.87 billion. So in line on EPS, miss on sales. Stock is fractionally higher here this morning.